String-1 without x2. Given a string, if one or both of the first two characters is x, return the string without those x characters, and otherwise return the string unchanged. In other words, we take a string, looking at the first two characters, if either of them are x, we remove them. After that, we just return the modified string. So let's go over the sample cases first. So here we have xhi. Look at the first two characters. We have one x, the another is not x. After removing this x, we get hi. Here we have the first two characters, hx. We remove x. The rest of the string is h plus the rest of the string after, so h plus I yields hi. Again, here we look at the first two characters. Neither of them are x. We just return the string unmodified here. So what do we do? Before I do anything else or anything further, I'm just going to take the cases where the length of the string is 0 or 1. The reason why I'll do this first is because the processes we use to solve the problem following will be taking advantage of the fact that the operations will only be taken to the first two characters. I want to essentially isolate the first two characters, but if the string is length 0 or 1, I cannot do that because they simply do not exist. As a result, I'll just take care of those cases first, so that later on I can isolate the first two characters knowing full well that it is allowed, based on the string limits, or the string length limits. So so let's just take care of the first two cases. The case where it is empty. If it is empty, we just check if the character. If it is empty, we just return an empty string because there's nothing we can do. There's literally no string we can modify. The string size equal to 1. We check if that character is equal to x. It's not equal to x. If it is not equal to x, we do not delete it. Therefore, we just return that character. Note that because this method returns a string type, we need to convert this into a string, like so. The reason why this works is because characters and strings are essentially the same, except characters are 1 length, or 0 length, and that's denoted by this, an apostrophe, whereas here they're quotation marks, and that just denotes a string. So this is how you convert a character into a string. Following, if the one character in a string length 1 is not equal to x, we just return an empty string because we deleted that only character. So finally, for this part of the portion of the video, we're just going to isolate the string. The first two characters of the string. So the first two characters for the string will be these characters. For the rest of the string is this. Okay, so we did that. How do we solve this problem? There's actually two ways of solving this problem. The first way just takes advantage of the string class in Java. Remember that here it just says delete the x's from the first two characters and return the modified string. So we can literally do that with an existing string method. So how do we do that? We take advantage of the replace all function. So what we do is dot replace all, replace x's with nothing. This basically just says remove all the x's in the first two characters of the string. Finally, we just add on the rest of the string, and that works. That should work. Dot size. Variable of length 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. str.size. str.length, my bad. Yeah, so that works, as you can see. If you're unsatisfied with this problem because it kind of seems lazy, it just takes advantage of an existing Java function, here's another approach. The prerequisite to this approach is the deep-front question, also from String-1. Here, it's basically the same problem, except if the first character is A, we keep it, and if the second character is B, we keep it. If not, we delete it. So what we did here, we just did the operations reversed. At the first, we just took away the first two characters here. Next, if the second character was B, we added it on. If the first character was A, we added it on, and we returned the rest of the string. So we can do a similar approach here. So what does that mean? So if the first character, sorry, if the second character is B, then we just add on, we return, sorry, we add on, sorry, I got very eager because we're almost done. So what we do is just add on that character into the beginning of rest. Next, if the first character in the string is equal to x, then we add it on to the beginning of the string. And then we return rest. Okay, so I messed up my explanation here, so I'll just reiterate why this works. Okay, so let's say we have a string, and we did all the operations here. So what we do, we have the first two characters, and then the rest of the string. The rest of the string will not be modified at all, so we'll just carry that on to the rest, the result. So let's just say that this is the result. Part of my bad handwriting. So then the rest of the string just carries on. Here. If this is x, sorry, if this is not x, then we just carry it here. If this is not x, we carry it here. The reason why the order looks like this, and the reason why I said that d front was a prerequisite, is because the order is essential here. Why? It's because it changes where we add these characters. So if we were to just add the first character and then the second character, when adding the second character, we have to consider if we added the first character. If we had added the first character, which would be, for example, A, then we have to notice that when we add the second character and realize, oh, we have to add it to the first index, or index 1. On the other hand, say the first character was not added. If the first character was not added, we have to notice that and say, okay, we add the second character here, and just put it here. And that takes if statements, unnecessary if statements, in fact. Actually, we can just simplify this. We just do this and then this. The reason why that is important and the reason why it works is because of the way the string is organized. So by adding this over here first, and then by adding this over here first, later, the second character, so x, does not depend on b at all. Whether or not this was added, this character will be added to the beginning of the string. What this essentially boils down to are these if statements, and if we run them, they work as well. Note again that we had two solutions to this problem. The first solution was just taking advantage of the Java class replace all method, and the second portion creates our own smart algorithm inspired by the defunct question before.